The possibility of a connection between the bees' sounds and the structure of their combs, that's truly intriguing. This theory delves into the realm of cymatics, a field that studies how sound vibrations can shape and form patterns in physical substances. In beehives, bees are often heard buzzing, a sound produced by their wings flapping at high frequencies. This buzzing is not just a byproduct of their flight, it might play a crucial role in constructing their honeycombs.
Bees are very cool this way. So a hive of bees will thrum its wings in the key of C. And when you put somebody with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, in the presence of a beehive, that C retunes their cognitive dissonance of post-traumatic stress, and over the course of a few months that PTSD can go away simply by being in the resonant frequency of the key of C from bees.
Honeycombs are famous for their perfectly shaped hexagons, a geometric marvel that maximizes space and efficiency. The theory suggests that the sound vibrations from bees buzzing could be influencing the wax, guiding it into these optimal shapes. The foundation of this theory lies in cymatics, a term coined by Hans Jenny in the 1960s, although the phenomenon has been observed for centuries.
Everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound. Sound is the factor which holds it together. Sound is the basis of form and shape.
Cymatics involves the study of how sound frequencies can generate possible patterns in different mediums like liquids, powders, and fine particles. When a surface holding these substances is exposed to specific sound frequencies, the vibrations cause the materials to move and form patterns that correspond to the sound wave characteristics. This phenomenon is often demonstrated using a Chladni plate, a flat surface covered in sand or salt. When this plate is vibrated at certain frequencies, the particles align themselves into patterns that reflect the waveforms of the sound. Each frequency produces a unique pattern ranging from simple lines and circles to complex and intricate designs. These patterns are not random. They directly correlate with the sound frequency and waveform. Lower frequencies tend to create simpler patterns, while higher frequencies result in more complex designs. This relationship between sound and physical form is key to understanding how bees might use sound in their hive construction. The hypothesis that bees use sound vibrations to shape their honeycombs suggests that the frequency of their buzzing could be fine-tuned to optimize the wax construction into hexagons. The hexagonal structure is the most efficient for storage and strength, which is critical for the hive's survival. Bees, through millions of years of evolution, might have developed the ability to use sound as a tool, not just for communication, but for engineering their environment. This idea opens up new avenues in understanding animal behavior and the complex ways in which different species interact with their environment. It also highlights the potential of natural sound vibrations in shaping physical structures, a concept that could have applications in various scientific and engineering fields. Anthony Holland's innovative approach to combating cancer involves using resonant frequencies to target and destroy cancer cells. His research, conducted at Skidmore College, focuses on finding specific frequencies that can disrupt the structure of cancer cells, causing them to shatter, much like a glass breaks when exposed to a high-pitched sound.
We now know that cancer is vulnerable between the frequencies of 100,000 hertz and 300,000 hertz. So now we attack leukemia cells. Leukemia cell number 1 tries to grow a copy of itself, but the new cell is shattered into dozens of fragments and scattered across the slide. Leukemia cell number 2 then hyperinflates and also dies. Leukemia cell number 3 then tries to make another cancer cell. The new cell is shattered and the original cell dies.
This method shows promise as a potential alternative to traditional cancer treatments like chemotherapy and radiation, which often harm healthy cells alongside cancerous ones. Holland's experiments involved exposing different types of cancer cells, including those from leukemia, pancreatic, and ovarian cancers, to various frequencies and observing the effects. He discovered that certain frequencies led to the disintegration of the cancer cells. This process, known as resonant frequency therapy, leverages the concept that every object has a natural frequency at which it vibrates. By identifying and applying these specific frequencies to cancer cells, Holland aimed to induce a targeted destruction of these cells without affecting surrounding healthy tissues. The technique uses custom-built devices to deliver these frequencies directly to the cancer cells. The initial results from Holland laboratory experiments have been promising, showing the potential of resonant frequency therapy as a more precise and less harmful cancer treatment option. But like how the buzzing of bees and the science of cymatics show us that sound can change things around us, there's also a way that sound, especially music, can help our brains work better. This is known as the Mozart effect. It's a cool idea that listening to Mozart's music might make our brains sharper and improve how we think. Back in the 1990s, people started to notice something interesting. When they listened to Mozart's music, they seemed to do better at certain brainy tasks, like figuring out puzzles that needed good spatial thinking. What's special about Mozart's music is that it's pretty complex. It has a lot of different tunes and rhythms all mixed together. This complexity might help wake up different parts of our brains, making us think clearer and faster for a while. The reason Mozart's music might have this effect is because of the way it's put together. The tunes and rhythms in his music could match up with the natural patterns of how our brains work, helping our brains to work better and more creatively. Studies have shown that students who listened to Mozart's music were better at some thinking tasks, especially ones that needed them to be good at understanding space and time. Even though we're not totally sure why this happens, it seems like the complex sounds in Mozart's music help our brains get going and work better. Continuing from the Mozart effect, there's another fascinating aspect of how sound can influence our brains, the power of the 40 Hz frequency. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has brought forward a fascinating recommendation for those looking to enhance their focus and cognitive performance. He suggests listening to a 40 Hz frequency for about 30 minutes before engaging in activities like working, studying, or any task that requires significant mental effort. This advice is rooted in the understanding of how specific sound frequencies, particularly 40 Hz, can positively influence the brain's functioning. The 40 Hz frequency falls within the gamma wave range of brain activity. Gamma waves are associated with high-level brain functions such as information processing, attention, memory, and problem solving. Huberman's recommendation is based on the idea that exposure to 40 Hz sound can prime the brain, setting it up for optimal performance. Listening to this frequency for a period before starting mentally demanding tasks is thought to stimulate the brain's neural networks, enhancing focus and clarity of thought. The 40 Hz sound works by aligning the brain's electrical activity into a more coherent and synchronized pattern, which is often linked to improved cognitive abilities. The 432 Hz frequency, often enveloped in a veil of mystique and reverence, stands out in the realm of sound and music for its supposed natural harmony and alignment with the universe's vibration. This frequency, also known as Verdi's A, is said to resonate with numerous natural phenomena, contrasting starkly with the standard 440 Hz tuning used in most modern music. One of the most compelling arguments for 432 Hz is its alleged correlation with the Schumann resonance, the natural frequency of the Earth's electromagnetic field, which is around 8 Hz. Proponents suggest that the 432 Hz frequency harmonizes with this fundamental Earth frequency, creating music that is more aligned with the natural world. This alignment is believed to have a soothing effect on the human psyche and psychology. In astronomy, the number 432 is significant. The Sun's diameter is approximately 864,000 miles, which is 432,000 times 2. This numerical coincidence with 432 has has been interpreted by some as a cosmic sign of the frequency's importance. Additionally, the precession of the equinoxes, a cycle that takes roughly 25,920 years, has a relationship with the number 432. When this number is multiplied by 60, it equals 25,920. Comparatively, music tuned to 440 Hz is often criticized for its lack of harmony with these natural patterns. Some argue that listening to 440 Hz music leads to a more anxious and agitated state, as it is supposedly out of sync with the Earth's natural frequency. They claim that this discordance can impact human well-being, potentially contributing to stress, emotional imbalance, and a disconnection from the natural world. The difference between these two frequencies, though seemingly small, is claimed to have a significant impact on listeners. Music tuned to 432 Hz is often described as warmer, clearer, and more comforting, while 440 Hz is perceived as colder and more sterile. This difference is believed to stem from 432 Hz's natural resonance with the body and the larger environment. Furthermore, some advocates for the 432 Hz tuning argue that this frequency can have healing properties, citing anecdotal evidence of its ability to reduce stress and promote emotional tranquility. In contrast, 440 Hz is sometimes viewed as having the opposite effect, potentially exacerbating stress and emotional unease. The 528 Hz frequency, often referred to as the love frequency or miracle tone, is a unique sound wave that holds a special place in the world of healing and spiritual development. Part of the ancient Solfeggio scale, this frequency is renowned for its ability to bring about positive changes in the human body and mind. At the forefront of promoting the 528 Hz frequency is Dr. Leonard Horowitz, an advocate for the power of sound in music and healing. He emphasizes the extraordinary properties of this frequency, particularly its potential to repair human DNA. According to his research and beliefs, the 528 Hz frequency resonates with the very core of the sun and is intricately linked to the natural world, echoing through the cosmos and life itself. This frequency is said to have a profound effect on the body, mind, and spirit. It's believed to stimulate the body's natural healing processes, promoting inner peace and deep healing. Many people who use this frequency in their daily practices report feelings of increased peace, clarity, and well-being. The 528 Hz frequency is also thought to have a remarkable effect on water, which is crucial given that the human body is largely composed of water. Experiments in the fields of cymatics have shown that water exposed to this frequency tends to restructure itself into beautiful, harmonious patterns. This observation has led to the belief that 528 Hz music can harmonize the water within the human body, promoting healing and balance at a cellular level. In the realm of meditation and spiritual practices, the 528 Hz frequency is used extensively. It is believed to foster deep relaxation, assist in meditation, and facilitate a connection to the higher self or a higher state of consciousness. This frequency is often employed in sound therapy and healing music to help individuals release stress, overcome emotional blockages, and achieve a state of spiritual awakening. Furthermore, the 528 Hz frequency is often associated with love and the heart. It is said to open up the heart chakra, allowing individuals to experience deeper empathy, compassion, and love. This transformative effect not only impacts personal well-being but also enhances interpersonal relationships. The Solfeggio scale, of which the 528 Hz frequency is a part, is an ancient musical scale used in sacred music and chants. This scale comprises 6 frequencies, each believed to have its own unique healing properties. These frequencies are 396 Hz, 417 Hz, 528 Hz, 639 Hz, 741 Hz, and 852 Hz. Each frequency on the Solfeggio scale is thought to have specific attributes and has been used in various forms of therapy and spiritual practices. The 396 Hz frequency is associated with liberating guilt and fear, helping individuals overcome these feelings and find inner peace. It's often used in healing music to facilitate emotional releases and create a sense of safety and security. The 417 Hz frequency is said to facilitate change and help bring about positive shifts in life. It's believed to cleanse traumatic experiences and clear destructive influences from past events, promoting healing and encouraging the expression of hidden potentials. The 528 Hz frequency, as previously mentioned, is known as the love frequency and is reputed to have DNA repairing properties. It is also associated with increased life energy, clarity of mind, awareness, activated creativity, and deep inner peace. The 639 Hz frequency is focused on relationships and connections. It's believed to enhance communication, understanding, tolerance, and love. This frequency is often used to address issues in relationships, whether personal or with the wider community, promoting harmony and connection. The 741 Hz frequency is known for awakening intuition and expanding consciousness. It's used in practices that aim to cleanse cells from toxins and electromagnetic radiations. This frequency is also believed to encourage problem solving and finding solutions. Lastly, the 852 Hz frequency is associated with returning to spiritual order. It's said to help in awakening intuition and inner strength. This frequency is often used for alignment with the divine and higher spiritual consciousness.